Listen, so I'm gonna say this right now. If you want to do something powerful in your life, if you want to do something amazing, if you want to do something amazing for yourself, if you want to do something amazing for your family, if you want to do something amazing, perhaps maybe for your industry, whatever industry you in, or if you want to do something amazing for your community, there's two things that's got to happen, right? Number one, you have to practice intentionality, right? Which we'll get to in a split second. But also the last thing is, man, you got to make sure that your spirit, your heart, and your mind isn't congested with a bunch of negativity. Here's what I mean: having a great conversation via one of my purpose recognition sessions, and again, this guy was so awesome and so vulnerable and transparent, and just kind of giving me the whole everything, with moms and pops, their relationship, and what he learned from those sometimes somewhat volatile relationship, and how what he took into his own relationship. So he's telling me the story about how he gets divorced at a time, or his wife leaves him when he's in between jobs after he's been laid off, and so he's just absolutely devastated. And so his wife goes off, marries one of his friends. All his friends kind of go to that. They go to that wedding, and he's got a lot of resentment in him. He's got a lot of anger in him, and he's done a lot He's done a lot. He's been through therapy, and he's taken on life coaches, and he's tried to do a lot of different things to rebuild himself and kind of get himself back to a place where he felt like he was normal. He was back to his essence, right? And in all of this, he's still working to figure out what his purpose is. He wants to be valuable. He wants to contribute in a real way. And so I said, first of all, let's handle this. You can't find your purpose if your spirit, your heart, and mind are congested with resentment, anger, revenge, and all that other stuff. Like, there's no way possible you ever going to find the goodness of life if your spirit, if your heart, and your mind are congested with a bunch of junk, right? So if you want to find your purpose, but your spirit is tainted, your heart is tainted, and your mind is tainted, you're in trouble. So this is how I challenged him, right? And I said, listen, I'm about to bang you over the head. I'm about to challenge you in a way you've never been challenged before. And I said, either you're gonna fight back, or you're gonna fade. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what you got to do is, the first thing I want you to do, because your spirit, your heart, mind is congested, I said, what I want you to do is, I want you to be intentional about the way you feel, love, and think about your ex-wife. He was like, Fox, come on, man. That's mission impossible. I said, but listen, man, that's where all of that pain, that's where all of that resentment, all of that negativity, all that junk, that's what's clogging up your spirit, heart, and mind. You want to get to your purpose, but you don't want to do this other work over here. Like, you want to get to your purpose, but you don't want to do this other work over here. You're allowing all your circumstances to dictate how you feel. I said, I'm not saying that you got to call this chick up, right? Because obviously she got kids, she married, and all that other stuff. It might be kind of freaky for you to be calling her up, man. It might be a dummy mission for you to call her up and try to make amends. But I said, from afar, you have to feel differently about her. You have to feel different. You can't feel hate and animosity and all that other stuff, right? You gotta feel differently about her, and that feeling has to be a feeling that is positive, right? Or that is accepting, right? That's the first thing. I said, then if you feel differently about her, that's going to activate the love affair. I said, listen, man, you can still love people who have done wrong by you. You can still love them. You ain't got to call them up and say, I love you, baby. But you could just say, you know what? I love you, man, and I wish the best for you, right? So now what that does is the spirit has opened up your heart, right? And that heart is working on doing what it does best, creating a love affair with everybody on God's green earth, right? I said, then the next thing you do is, once you got that love affair going on, what's going to happen is your mind is going to start thinking differently about her, right? And no longer is she your enemy. No longer is she the person who ruined your life. Now she's just a person in your life that you've learned something from. I said, listen, you might go on in your life. And all that animosity might disappear, and you might be grateful. You might be like, I'm so grateful that you left me, because it unlocked this incredible relationship that I have with this lady over here. You know what I'm saying? This lady blows my mind, knocks my socks off, right? This lady right here has shown me a level of love and support and friendship and that I could never have imagined, right? But it only happened because this person decided to leave me, decided to put me at the bottom so that I can really find myself, right? I can discover the passion, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, and the love. I discovered the beauty and the chaos. And it led me to this amazing, outstanding, wonderful, tremendous, awe-inspiring, this God relationship over here. Like, I know God was in this, right? So all I'm saying is this, man. You got to be intentional about how you feel about certain people, right? You got to be intentional about how you feel about certain situations, right? Because if you're not, your spirit, your heart, and your mind will be clogged up with a bunch of junk. And if it's clogged up with a bunch of junk, you'll never, ever, 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 ever be able to optimize your potential, or optimize your skill, optimize your love, optimize your genius, your talent, optimize your passion, optimize your purpose. So if you want to do something awesome for yourself, you want to do something awesome for the people that you love, your family, if you want to do something awesome for your industry or for your community, make sure you do it from the inside out. It's cool to have a whole bunch of people in your life that you're saying, hey man, let's do this. This is going to transform me. Hey, I'm going to talk to this therapist. She's going to transform me. He's going to transform me. That's cool. All that's cool. Do what you need to. But make sure you are intentional about the way you feel, think, and love about yourself, your work, the people that you have to deal with, work for, and work in front of. Be intentional. Show up the way you want to show up on purpose with a positive vibration, so that your spirit, your heart, and mind are free to do what they're supposed to do, and that's love, feel, and think with a good vibration, with good energy. I hope that makes sense. My name is Marv Fox Jr. I help highly ambitious and courageous people discover their purpose with 2 simple questions. I really hope that makes sense, man. I really hope that makes sense. Some of y'all could be doing some incredible things, but you got a whole bunch of junk built up in here, and it's stopping you, man. But if you would just free that spirit, that heart, and mind, free them up, and allow them to do what they're supposed to, you'll be amazed at you will be amazed at the goodness, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, and love that you will attract in your life, and all of a sudden the universe will start responding much different to you.